nervous. It's our first Facebook Live on the all-new love songs, but at the same time, excited, worried about what the questions will be, but let's see.
You know, it's a bit weird. I mean, this is clearly a visual kind of thing, but I'm normally used to just looking into the camera. Now I have to kind of look at you and then look at the camera. There's too many things to look at, Kat.
I mean, it's not going to be that terrible. It's just one blink to the right for you, and then we're looking at each other. It's fine. You'll survive.
All right. Well, the theme of the Facebook Live, of the theme of today, really, I guess, being at the first show, is to ask questions about Kat, ask questions about the show, and just get to know us a little bit better. Because the whole point of this show going forward is to be a big conversation.
Yes, it is a huge conversation, and I think our first question has come in already.
It has, and it is from Joe on WhatsApp. So, by the way, you can WhatsApp us in questions, 91259500, or you can leave your questions in the comments on Facebook Live. Joe says, Kat, nice to meet you. What were you doing before you joined Class 95?
Well, actually, I was on radio. I was on our sister station, Gold 905. I was doing the drive home show from 5 to 8 p.m., which is why it's slightly weird coming into work at 8 o'clock, because this is the time that I say goodbye and I leave. But yeah, coming into work at 7 is a bit different.
Well, Sean asked a similar kind of question. How are you, Catherine? How is your new shift? I mean, we're only 30 minutes in, but I think so far so good.
So far so good. And also, I have to ask you, Ed, what were you doing in the day? Because I felt a bit lost. Work starts at 7. I mean, we planned to meet here at 7. So in the day, I was kind of like, do.
You know
what exactly do I do?
I was very busy today, and I think in a way that's helpful. And I was speaking to Jean when I came in as well, and she's like, maybe it's better that you were busy all day, because if you were at home, for example, if I were at home, I'd probably just like have a nap, because I got so much time until I start work at 8 o'clock, and then who knows whether I'd have woken up in time for the show. So keep busy, stay out all day, and that's means that I'm going to be in here on time. But I think that's just a first day thing. I'll see whether I still have the energy come Friday.
I know. But yeah, tomorrow I think I'm just going to try and do something in the afternoon, maybe do some work in the afternoon, get out there and sort of, and take up the time instead of sitting at home wondering, oh, I've got to leave, I've got to get ready, I've got to go. And it's, evening time. It's all a bit strange, but
we'll get used to it. I'm sure we'll get used to it very, very quickly indeed. One more question coming through from Robert that says, I was wondering how long it would take for this question to come up. The answer is about 2 minutes. How does it feel to be partnering in air at Tottenham and Arsenal?
Of course, this football question was going to come. I mean, it is what it is. The football rivalry will stay, but the partnership will blossom, hopefully. I can see Ed rolling his eyes already.
I think the relationship will stay positive as long as Arsenal are above Tottenham. If things change, then we'll see what happens to the relationship. On that note, stay with us here on Facebook Live, facebook.com/class95fm. We'll be on for another 15 minutes or so. But up next, Calvin Harris and The Weekend with Over Now.
This is the best.
Hello.
All right. Thank you for staying with us here on Facebook Live. Hi, Kat, are you into sports? I think we've kind of answered that question. If so, any teams or club?
We have answered that question. We're going to try not to make this totally sports, because we want to, broaden where this show goes and not keep it to just sports. But there will be some here and there.
There will be. And I think the whole point of this show is, as much as it's about love in the kind of relationship sense and romantic sense, it is generally what we love.
Yeah, love of everything. Love of life, love of, what we love to do, what we love to watch, movies, tech. It's going to be a whole array of things. We're not just going to talk sports, but there will be some.
Absolutely. Tunejet says, would you guys do daily Facebook Live? Well, at the moment, our plan is to go live on a Wednesday and a Friday, Kat.
Yes. And on Wednesday, we have guests planned for the show. So we can't wait to share that with you. That's going to be very interesting. We won't reveal too much, but we have already said we've got Rebecca coming on the show on Wednesday, and we're going to talk a little bit about love. So can't wait for that.
That's right. Always be afraid of emojis in comments. And Margaret has written in with, I can't tell if that's an innocent smile or a devious smile, but it says, tell me something that no one knows about you, Kat.
Oh, what is the one thing that no one knows about me? Oh, gosh. I think I'm an open book.
Okay.
I'm pretty much an open book, right? You know me.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much is in your book that I haven't read yet.
I would say I'm an open book. I don't think there's anything in particular that, I purposely keep secret. Even my clubs, you guys know.
Okay, I like you've sent me a challenge on the first day to unlock any secrets that you might have.
Oh, we'll see if you can do that.
Okay.
Ed.
Yes.
Margaret has asked if there's one thing.
Hang on a minute. I thought we were just asking you questions today. What's going on?
Sometimes the tables can turn. And is there one thing that no one knows about you? Oh, see that deep breath says it all, doesn't it?
So you're saying I don't have to say any more now?
No.
Oh,
you
just
still
say
have to.
something.
Yes, you do.
Okay. What I would say actually is I am a bit of a night owl. Although I think it's probably quite obvious if you follow me on Instagram that I like to do a lot of things at night. But
Yes.
I kind of come alive at night actually. So this is good for me, I think.
Okay, night owl. I think I knew that he was always up for the 3 a.m. games and things that happen in the middle of the night. So I think I always knew that. Hannah's got a very interesting question.
Yes, she does. Which one? There's a few Hannah questions. I'm going to tell me which one to pin.
She's asking if I like chili.
Do you like chili, Kat?
I do. I love all my food super spicy.
Okay.
Do you?
I do. But what kind? Are we talking like chili padi? Are we talking like sambal chili? What kind of chili?
Chili padi.
Chili padi. Okay. You're the kind of person who goes to Europe and asks for chili padi, and the waiters are like, "Huh? What?
Oh
Who?"
my goodness! I actually,
Oh, you didn't.
I did.
Oh,
I did ask for chili, but I didn't say chili padi. I just said chili sauce, and they were like ketchup, and I was like, no, chili sauce.
Yeah, not to deviate too much, but like everybody has chili sauce. Very few places actually have cut chili outside of Singapore, right?
Really?
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, they didn't have chili sauce. It was a fish and chips place, and I was like, why chili sauce? Is that not normal?
I mean, yeah, okay, but it's like a sweet chili they gave me in the end, was it, or like a proper spicy
yes,
chili?
it was a sweet chili in the end, but I was like, you know what, this will do.
Okay. On that note, by the way, Lee Eugene says, Lee Eugene, producer K-pop says, what are you thinking of grabbing for supper tonight?
Oh, I don't know. Might treat myself after a first show, which I'm hoping will be really successful, really great. Treat myself something. McDonald's. I don't know. Mix spicy.
You know, I'm a little bit scared
Of what?
that this show is going to lead to supper every night.
I actually, to be honest, I foresee it happening because we're both night owls.
Mm.
And by 12 o'clock, we'll be like, you hungry? Let's go.
I just don't know if my stomach line is going to appreciate this, Kat.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. We'll make it okay.
Can we
and then at 2 o'clock
can we
in the
have salad
afternoon.
for supper? Does anybody have salad for supper? Is that
No. Then don't eat. Go home. Go and sleep. Who has salad for supper?
somebody who wants to stay trim and wants to wake up in the morning feeling guilt-free?
This is why at 2 o'clock every afternoon, I'll text you and I'll just be like, Ed, are you at the gym? Go to the gym. That's all I'll do.
I can't have no excuse now, right? I can't be like, sorry, I'm at work.
Yeah.
Because you know what time I'm coming in.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Azri just said something really funny. This should be called the North London Derby Show.
Well, yeah, but we're going to meet more regularly than Arsenal is.
That's true.
for sure.
We do it every day.
See, Keith says, have fruits for supper. See, it's possible to be healthy for supper, Kat.
Fruits.
Yes.
I mean, is that going to be fulfilling though after a 4-hour show? We've worked.
It depends how many snacks I eat over the course of the 4 hours before I go
I
home.
foresee the snack department on that corner of the studio depleting really fast.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. If anybody does want to send fruits in, by the way, feel free to, because Samuel says we could also have soup.
I was just looking at Samuel's comment. He said, do you need to grab food for you both soon? No.
You know,
We're gonna be
we're not
okay.
grabbing.
We're gonna
Durian.
be okay. Oh.
Chunjet says have durian for supper. Where do you stand on durian, Kat?
Honestly, I saw this about you and I was kind of like, oh.
Surely you're not surprised, right?
I mean, I'm not, but I was hoping that, you would.
Okay, so what Kat is talking about is there was a little kind of picture that went up on the Class 95 socials and it divided us into those that like durian and those that don't. And I think on the kind of don't side, it was just me and Yazzie.
Yes, it was just the two of you and everyone was, the rest of the team said yes to durian. And when this poll went up, they did it over for us at Goal 905 and the entire team was on team yes.
Was it really? Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think...
So come the durian party a little bit later on in the year. There's going to be a lot of people on one side of the stage near to the durian and me and Yazzie just kind of like as close to off stage as possible.
Either that or just Yazzie and Ed are just going to be on leave. No show.
Yeah, if I'm suddenly sick, no, I'm not allowed to do that.
Okay,
actually.
wait, but what about durian? Have you tried it?
I have. And you know, when you have a bad experience and that just taints your experiences going forward. That is exactly what happened. And I remember exactly the occasion that I had the durian. It was with my grandmother, and I was very, very young. I can't remember how young.
Okay.
And I don't actually remember much from my youth. So to remember this means that it really, really stood out.
It was horrifying.
Yeah, and I was force-fed it just a tiny little bit, and she stuck it in my mouth, and it didn't last in my mouth for long. It went straight into the plant pot that I was sitting next to, and that was it. I've never gone back and tried it since.
Maybe that was just a bitter fruit that you tried. You didn't get the sweet durian, because durian, I feel, smell aside, I can understand why the smell can be
Off-putting.
It's a bit much. It comes off like really strong. But I think if you really had the sweet fruit, I don't think anyone can. No.
So I don't know. So you're telling me I haven't had the right durian.
So come our durian party. Shall we make a deal that you'll try one more seed?
What do I get out of this deal apart from possibly throwing up in a plant pot again?
I'll think about the price, but
Okay.
shall we just, anything that you want over the coming days? We'll get to know each other.
You know what would be interesting though? Well, exactly. As we get to know each other, I'll find out something you don't like, and you'll have to eat that.
Okay, deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody
Why
write
have
this
we
down.
got no
Is there anybody in the studio
self-esteem?
that can write down this promise? Because we've got to hold each other to it now.
Oh dear. First day, and this is what we've done. We've done
Yeah,
done this.
exactly. Right. We've fallen out over durian. Keith is saying, actually, he saw a video recently about a place. I remember seeing this as well. A place where they serve ramen in a durian shell.
Yes, I think it was in Malaysia, actually.
I think it was, yeah.
That one, as much as I love durian. Okay, so there's one thing about durian that you need to know about me. I'll have the fruit.
Okay.
But if you give me like a cake or like I don't know, any substitute from durian, that's a no.
Really? I
All
thought
the
that's.
way.
But surely that has less durian in it.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
It's just the fruit. I
Interesting.
won't have it.
You're a durian purist.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's exactly it. So yeah.
So you wouldn't go for the durian ramen?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. it might be
Savory
nice.
and I don't know the savory and sweet thing. No.
Oh, I'm a big savory and sweet fan. I don't know how this got onto basically just like a food Facebook Live, but I'm a big savory and sweet fan. And one of my kind of guilty pleasures is getting a smoked salmon bagel on a blueberry bagel.
Oh, you like
So you get the
that.
salty from the smoked salmon, you get the sweetness from the blueberry, and it all kind of melts together. It's like a McGriddle. You have the sweet outside,
Right.
then you have the sausage patty and the egg, the saltiness in the middle.
I don't know what it is about me, but I feel like my brain cannot comprehend the savory and the sweet put together. I get so confused, and I just need to have it separate. I need to have a savory dinner, and I'll have a sweet dessert.
That's no fun. Vicky's told us to stop talking about durian, which I think is a fair point because we have a lot to talk about. And Margaret's asking, what can we expect from your show? So take it away, Kat.
There's gonna be quite a few things actually. We're gonna be doing a little pickup line segment. That's
right. We're going to try and pick each other up with cheesy pickup lines.
Yes, I don't see that working, but we'll try. And then we're gonna, of course, like we said earlier, we're gonna go live on Facebook on Wednesday and Friday. And Friday we're gonna get a love expert to come in, and on Wednesday we're gonna have a chit chat with somebody you may or may not know, from whether it's from the industry or from outside. But basically, we're gonna learn a little bit more about their love story and have a bit of fun with that.
That's right. And I think on Wednesday, as well, as Kat mentioned, we are going to have some celebrities, but we're also going to have some quote unquote normal people.
Yeah.
Just to show that love is really all around.
Yes, and everyone has their own experience, and they're going to share that with us. We're going to have a chat, and all's going to be good.
All is going to be good indeed. And I think the whole point of this show as well, whether it's our interviews with the celebrity or people in relationships or whether it's with the dating expert, is to get you involved.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm looking at all the comments right now, and honestly, we have just started a bit of a food revolution here. Everyone is fighting for their favorite foods, and yeah, all I see is mee rebus, crab meat, cup noodles. Someone suggested cup noodles, by the way, for supper.
Oh, yeah, there's a vending machine right next door, actually, that sells a whole array of cup noodles. On the subject of love, Bradley says, among the both of you, who do you think gives the best love advice? I feel this is something we're going to learn as time goes on, right?
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, no, yeah, I wouldn't know, but we'll find out. We'll find out. In
And if
time to come.
neither of us give good love advice, that's what we've got the love expert who's going to come on and give the proper advice.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys. I'm seeing all the compliments and I truly appreciate it. We're going to go back on air in just a little while. So we've got a bit of time to chat here before we go back live on air. And we're going to take some of these conversations, hopefully not food-centric conversations.
Yeah, let's move on from the food because the whole point, I think we started off this conversation by saying, I hope I don't get too hungry. And now I am very, very hungry indeed.
Yeah.
So
Only 8 o'clock. It's we're still in the 8 o'clock hour.
That's right. And we still got questions coming through on WhatsApp as well. So we'll get to those. 91259500 is our WhatsApp number, as always. And feel free to continue to write in the comments here on Facebook. I think we were going to just do half an hour or so, but I feel like we can probably stretch it another 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, I think we can. And Daniel was saying to say hi. So hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. All right, we're going to go back on air very, very shortly. Stay with us here on Facebook Live. I don't know if our music director is sending us a message, Kat, but that's Mariah Carey with We Belong Together on Class 95. The
We
best
do.
mix of music.
Don't you think?
Well, if you've decided on that after 45 minutes, then hey, I'm a very charming man indeed.
Can't you tell I'm one of those girls that just wears my heart on my sleeve, and then immediately I'm just like, woo, head first, and then suffer the consequences later.
We are live on Facebook, facebook.com/class95fm. We're getting to know Kat a little bit better and getting to know the new Love Songs show as well, although it's just all been about food so far.
Yeah, I mean, we need to leave the food part to Yazzie, but yeah, we were just trying to figure out what each other likes, and I found out that Ed is a no-go for durian.
That's right. By the way, I think it's an opportune moment to kind of promote the fact that we have a contest running all this week because it's our first week. We thought, you know what, why not share the love?
Yes,
which
for
is
sure.
the point of this show. So every day we will be giving away a $150 dining voucher to Beast and Butterflies, where you can indulge in Mediterranean and Asian cuisine at Beast and Butterflies, which is conveniently located at Robertson Quay. And perhaps I'll read you some more details of that a little bit later on. But for now, just start thinking about your favorite love story or the love story that means the most to you in your life.
Yeah, even if it's yours, you can share that story with us on our WhatsApp. You know what I haven't gotten used to?
Different WhatsApp number, right?
Yes.
Yep.
What's the number? Go ahead, Ed. Take it away.
91259500. I was thinking, actually, when you came in, to put up a big sign with the new WhatsApp number, the new phone number as well, just so you can get used to it.
Yeah, I will. It's all going to take a bit of time, right? And we're
It
gonna
will
get
indeed. Kathy Den is coming up next with Touch Me All Night Long. We will stay on Facebook for another 10 minutes or so. So come on, come join us whilst you still can.
This is the best mix of music.
I actually really need that Post-it with the number on it.
I'll do it. I kind of just forgot about it, to be honest. I had a moment where I was like, that'll be a nice way for Kat to settle into the station. And then I forgot about it. So sorry about that.
That's fine. That's okay. But now, for today, you're gonna be giving that WhatsApp number.
That's right. Sean David Lowe coming through. Catherine and Edward. Let's talk about football already. Enough of food. Sorry. I'm a nervous Manchester United fan because the new ownership rages on who's going to be the new owners of Manchester United, Sheikh Jassim or Jim Radcliffe. I'm nervous. What I would say is I'm pretty nervous about, I think Luke Shaw came out to do a press conference ahead of England's latest game, and he said he'll be very happy to have Harry Kane and Declan Rice join Man United next season. Please don't take Declan Rice as an Arsenal fan because he's supposed to be ours.
Oh my goodness.
Keen, we'll say that. Keen for Catherine, do you love buttermilk chicken McDonald's? We've gone back to food already.
Already, we can't continue this way, guys. Let's steer away from the food. But actually, to be honest, I have not tried it. Have you?
I have, actually, but I'm more of a kind of McSpicy fan. I'm going to have a chicken burger. It's McSpicy all the way, even though you always regret it the next morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean. You know
Yes,
what I mean.
I do.
I shall say nothing more than that, but I think you know what I mean.
Yeah. So there you go. But yes, I'm a huge McSpicy fan as well. It's my go-to, and I'm so happy Spicy Nuggets is back. So happy.
Yes, for a limited time. When we do get Rebecca Lim on the show on Wednesday, what kind of questions do you really want to ask her?
I mean, the thing that we knew about Rebecca Lim is that, you know, she's such a talented actress. She does her job very well. She's a great person as well, once you get to speak to her. And the next thing we knew, it sort of came out of the blue that she got married. So we sort of want to find out, what the backstory was, what dating was like. Dating must have been so difficult
Yeah.
for Rebecca because she's a household name, and you see her everywhere. So it must have been difficult. So where do you go? What do you do? How do you hide?
And I think as well, when you have a high-profile relationship like that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when she first announced she was engaged, she kind of hid her partner from the media. And then
Yes.
very slowly he was put out in front of the cameras.
And I sort of understand that because there's always that fear of, the backlash, if there's going to be any, what people are going to say.
Everybody's
So-
Googling your fiance's name. Who is he? Is he good enough for you? All that. It's tough being a celebrity's partner, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And the next thing you know, like 10 minutes after an announcement, they know where you went to school. They know who your cousins are. It's all very scary. So, yeah. Oh, Margaret's got another question here.
She does. It says your picks for the most romantic place in Singapore. Date ideas, please. Where would you take your date, Kat?
Ooh. I'm the type of person that would like to go somewhere quiet that's not packed with people.
So you can probably have a discussion.
Yeah. Ideally, somewhere scenic as well.
Once you announce this place, it's not going to be quiet much longer.
I know. I'm not going to say any particular place, but that's the idea of an ideal date night. Would that be the same for you?
I think so in a way. Although what if it's a really bad date? And then there's just a lot of awkward silence. Sometimes you need that background noise to kind of take the awkwardness of the situation away.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe
Oh.
not a good first date place. Maybe once you're comfortable, you know that there's chemistry and you know you have a lot of things to talk about. Maybe down the line, like fourth or fifth date, go somewhere quiet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I sort of understand that. But what would the first date be for you then?
For me, I kind of like collaborative food. So if it's something like hot pot, like Hai Di Lao or fondue or something like that, somewhere where you can both kind of engage with the food. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So there's no awkwardness. You're not waiting. You just you
Yeah.
keep doing things, right?
Then
So-
you can get a little bit like Lady and the Tramp cute and like share the bread off the other person's fork
Did
or
you
share
just
the last
say-
strand of pasta.
Lady in the Tramp cute.
You know what I mean?
I do. I don't mean to laugh. But yeah, I can understand that. And also with hot pot, the thing is you have your own booth.
That's correct.
So that's also kind of nice.
Yes. Again, though, pick your partner wisely. Otherwise, you're stuck in a booth with somebody you really don't like.
Have you ever? I've got a question to ask. Have you ever bailed on a date midway because it's going so bad?
I wouldn't say bailed on a date midway, but I think there are definitely ways to kind of shorten a date, right?
Like wrap it up real quick.
Wrap it up real quick. The awkward thing is if you had proposed, let's do dinner and then drinks.
Yeah.
Then during the dinner, you've realized,
Oh,
I
I've
really
got a
don't want to
headache.
get drinks with that person.
Headache. I gotta go.
Exactly. Then the other person is expecting you to. So where are we going for drinks after?
Actually, I feel like my head is, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. But I think, I'd like those collaborative kind of foods. Although the problem with Hai Di Lao, I guess, or any kind of hot pot, is there's no definite ending, right?
Yeah.
You know when you go to these things and I finish my food, but somebody is still like cooking the
Last
leftover
bit.
spinach or drinking the soup for the 10th time, and you're like, "Can we go? No, I'm done."
Yeah. So impatient then, huh?
What? Only if it's not going well. Bradley says, "Would you like to receive / give a bouquet of flowers or chocolates on a first date? Would you appreciate that, Kat?"
I would have to say, I can understand a small bouquet of flowers, but if you overwhelm me with this huge bouquet or huge thing of chocolates, I might just be like, whoa,
So I
dial it back.
I
A bit.
witnessed this. I was out for dinner a couple of weeks ago, and the table across from us were definitely on a first date. And this guy brought this massive bouquet of flowers. Then you know the problem. Where do I put them? So they sat on the table, taking up the space of the bread basket and the plate and everything like that. And it was just awkward.
Oh,
They're constantly having to shuffle around this massive bouquet of flowers, which by the time you probably get them home like 2 or 3 hours later, they probably wilted already because you
Yeah.
didn't put them in water at the start.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that would have been awkward.
So if anybody asks why I didn't bring them flowers, that's why. It's just a practical thing. It's not an excuse, okay?
It's him reasoning this whole thing in his head. So anyone who has dated Ed in the past, that's his excuse.
I've got a couple of questions coming through on WhatsApp. This one says, "Hi, and Catherine, congrats on the new show. Would like to say you guys should meet up with Coldplay and take them on a Singapore food tour." Now that's an idea.
Ah,
So
that's a
because they just
great
announced
idea.
their 5th show, so they're going to be here for at least a week. Surely you get tired of room service after a couple of days. You're going to want to go out and explore Singapore food, right?
Yes. What are we taking them to? Durian? Look at Ed, like, no.
I don't know. I don't know what their diet is. Chris Martin kind of strikes me as a vegan. He might not be, but you know what I mean? He's
You
kind of,
think?
yeah.
Okay. Well, wait, okay, where would the first place, what is the first place you would take them to? Just to give them a glimpse into Singapore. Because my head just immediately went to, okay, let's take them for some good nasi lemak.
Okay, see, my head wouldn't have gone there, I don't think. You know, the kind of traditional ones, you got to take tourists for chicken rice, chili
Yes.
crab. But chili crab can get messy.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we can give them a glimpse into crab, but not chili crab. Maybe we can do black pepper. It's less messy. It's slightly less messy.
That's true. Or like white pepper, so it's not so spicy as well. We have a minute left to go on Facebook Live, and then I think we're going to wrap things up. I've already got a fantastic answer from Les, which I shall read out a little bit later on for the contest about your favorite love stories. So I'll keep that one, but thank you so much. Continue to write in on 9125-9500 on that. And as we kind of wrap up the Facebook Live, any kind of departing words you want to say, Kat?
Sorry, I'm just so I saw this comment. Thanks, Elvin. I don't know how to
Like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
I hope I don't end
That's
up.
a
I mean,
sad ending,
I was
by
gonna
the way.
say, right, I don't want to end up like Romeo ended up. I'll take the middle bit of the story because the first half is pretty sad as well because
Yeah.
they can't be together, and the last bit, obviously, I don't want to. How old does a book or novel have to be before you can spoil the ending? I think it's safe to spoil the ending of Romeo and Juliet,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah. No.
So
yeah.
Romeo dies. I don't want to
Yeah.
die. I don't want to die.
No. Let's not end that way.
I will take that as a compliment. Thank you very much, Alvin. And what a weird place to end our Facebook Live. But thank you so much. And we'll be back on Facebook Live on Wednesday with Rebecca Lim. For now, though,
We're going back on air. We'll catch you on the airwaves.
that's right.